It's the Elsa Show with Clay Novak. Serving up trending news and conservative views. Brought to you by the Elsa Collection and Refuge Medical. And now, it's time for the show.
Yeah, we got big topics. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's like all over the news right now, all over everything, including especially the mainstream media, the left-run world. There, she is on her like apology tour, I guess we're calling it, right?
So she's as folks, I assume all recognize her by now, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's Republican from Georgia's 14th district, I guess. She's been in Congress since 2020. So she got elected in 2020, reelected in 22, reelected 24, right? She's running up again in 26. Right. She's run into this spat with the president, specifically over the release of the Epstein files. But she has gone, she's made claims against him that he is turning his back on the MAGA movement and he's turning his back on his dedicated followers, including her. She's almost, I hate to say this, but it seems like she's claiming ownership or responsibility over the MAGA movement. But I didn't realize until I started doing more research on her is really how fringy she is. Like, did you realize? I didn't. I guess I didn't realize. I knew she was a little off kilter, but I didn't realize how fringy she was.
Yeah. So my thought was that she had like kind of toned it down over the years, because that was the big thing about her in those early years. Why so much hate and mockery was kind of poured on her. The QAnon stuff, all her conspiracies and. A lot of stuff that she was very, 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 love it, hate it, whatever. She was very bold in her beliefs and statements. And I actually got to interview her, I don't know, probably like 4 or 5 years ago at an event. And I, saw her speak first. She spoke to the crowd. And what she didn't get credit for was she was actually an extremely good speaker, very motivational. Very, there was no script in front of her, nothing. And she was a very dynamic speaker, very to the point of what she was saying. I was actually very impressed with her. Going into it, I didn't have much of an opinion because there was so much being about her. And then I got to interview. It was a very short interview, maybe 10 minutes or so. And she was delightful. She was very personable. I liked her. I walked away, liking her. Maybe not liking everything that she said or how she said it, but nor are you supposed to, nor is it normal to like everything that somebody does and says 100% of the time. Now we fast forward to now, and she was. The thing of it was, she was basically. I know you were saying that she kind of is taking credit, so I will give her some credit and say she was like a MAGA hype woman. Yeah. I mean, no question about it. She gets. She certainly gets some credit for it. I don't know if she was like the whole deal, the most responsible. But anyhow, she's been going on CNN and The View. And here's the bone of contention, really, with this now. Basically apologizing for being a part of toxic politics. And I had to think about this for a while, Clay, because, when I looked at what she was saying, the actual words that she was saying, it's like, yes, I like this. I agree with this sentiment that, let's step away from being part of toxic politics. Sure. And, all this, it's gross, it's disgusting, it's unbecoming. It's all of the things that we've become that are an embarrassment to us. So on its face, I can agree with her and say, this is a wonderful thing to say. Here are the problems. It's who she's saying it to, who she's kind of like bowing down to. So here she is on the view. And there's so much to talk about here, from what she's saying, who she's saying it to, her demeanor, everything. So let's watch this together.
I think that all of us right here are doing a great job of exchanging our ideas and things that we believe in, and we're doing it in a very professional and kind way. And in my opinion, I think we need more of that in America. I really do. And a lot of people wanted me to come on the show and say nasty things and all of us to fight. They wanted all of us to fight.
Thank you for not doing that.
Oh my goodness, no. I didn't want to do that.
It's like 5-1.
She could handle it, but she didn't want to.
No, I didn't want to do that today because I believe that people with powerful voices like myself and like you, and especially women to women, we need to pave a new path. This country, our beautiful country, our red, white, and blue flag is just being ripped to shreds. And I think it takes women of maturity to sew it back together. And I think that happens through free speech.
Okay. First of all, so many things. The way that they were responding and reacting to her, so disrespectful, so condescending and rude, Joy, nasty, miserable Joy. I heard the contradiction there, purposeful. It's 5 against 1. Isn't that what she said? It's 5 against 1. What's she going to do? So here she is trying to make nice, and they're throwing these snide little comments, the expressions, like all of these things. This is, and her saying that like we're all being, basically we're being nice to each other, and you're powerful, strong women. No, you're not. You're mean, nasty, vicious, cackling hens, first of all, who spread lies deliberately, spread lies about her, bashed her all over the place. And now she's coming on there and essentially, pardon my language, kissing their asses, which is gross. This isn't people with opposing views coming together mutually to move forward, to like work a way forward that everybody can be peaceable. This is her going on the please forgive me, I want to be your friend tour right now. And they are like, okay, kiss the ring. Go ahead, kiss the ring, and we'll forgive you. That's the truth of what the optics of that. Do you agree or disagree?
No, she's campaigning is what she's, and what she's trying to do, because President Trump has pulled his endorsement of her, which is a death blow within the party at this point. Having his endorsement doesn't guarantee you're going to win your election against a Democrat as a Republican. But not having his endorsement as a Republican guarantees that you will lose. And so what she is trying to do is make up ground, and she's trying to appease, buy votes, get votes from, truthfully, a liberal crowd that would not have voted for her, supported her until this very moment.
Right.
It has been so. I mean, she is a MAGA hat wearing, in Congress kind of person. But now she is on the outs. She's in the cold. So she's got to find those. Without President Trump's endorsement, she is going to lose votes. And if she wants to stay in office, she's going to have to find votes elsewhere. So she's making nice with the enemy. That's what I mean, for lack of a better term, that's what she's doing. So she kissing their ass? Of course she is. Allowing them to be that condescending, nitpicky, cackling hen? Of course she is. 6 months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, especially during the election a year ago, she would have been on that show and she would have been slinging with them at every opportunity. But now that she's on the outs, she's running to not just The View, but also CNN and playing this whole, I don't support President Trump in this, or I disagree with President Trump in this. And she's, because she's been cut away, now she's distancing herself on purpose because she knows she can't win inside the red party without his endorsement. So she's got to go dip into the blue to see if she can retain her seat in Congress, which she's not going to do. I can promise you that she is going to be out of office at the end of this term without his endorsement. And instead of, she's kissing the wrong ass. I hate to say it.
Is she ever?
If you wear red and you've got an R behind your name and you want to stay in office, there's one ass to kiss. Let me tell you something.
That's right.
And it certainly isn't those 5 ladies. It's not CNN. It's not MSNBC and all these other outlets that she's courting, or even the voters within her district. She has got to be on the side of President Trump if she wants a shot in hell. And she just blew it. She really
she blew it so bad. I'm flabbergasted that, I mean, who is in her corner speaking to her saying, do this, don't do that, don't do this, do that. I mean, clearly no one is guiding her in any direction. She just is going off the rails and making absolutely stupid decisions, because anyone who was on her side, that is MAGA, is now saying, and I'm sure she's got some support, I'm sure, but overall, it's not going to be nearly enough to right this ship for her, because this is when you have, let's put it this way, when you have Jasmine Crockett saying, let's see, do I have this? I do have it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you have Jasmine Crockett saying this, and for anybody who's listening, Jasmine Crockett tweeted on X. She said, "This almost feels like a moment where Marge should phone a friend. I'm here for you, girl. I told you not to trust him. All he cares about is himself and protecting pedos. He never loved you. My granny always said, be with the man that loves you more than you love him. Trust me, sis, you are better off without him. The Gwolls are fighting." I can't even believe I just said that stupid word. I don't know what that is either, and I don't even want to know. I don't care. But if that is who is now tweeting support for you, by the way, that's the same Jasmine Crockett that called Marjorie Taylor Greene, let's see if I can get this right, a bleach blonde, butch built body, something else. But that's the gist of how she referred to her, and that was, of course, after. And Marjorie Taylor Greene made fun of her eyelashes, her, spider on her eyes. If that's who you have now just gained the support from, you have a much bigger problem than you could even realize. Yeah. So, and you tell me if you heard this. Now, I heard that this is just a rumor that I know of. Suppose Trump to her or spoke to her about her numbers privately, basically said, like, look, you don't have the support, so don't do this. And she wanted to run anyway, wanted to keep going forward with this anyway. And so he had no choice. So supposedly the rumor was that he tried to tell her privately, quietly, like, it's not a good move for you. And she didn't want to hear it. And that's why she's all mad. And now she's like running with it. And now she made him mad.
Well, I mean, I hadn't heard that rumor. It makes a lot of sense.
Right.
And President Trump is, if he knows that her numbers are bad, that guy's never going to back a known loser. Like that's
right.
So, and I think as tight as things are on the voting lines in Congress, one or two people matter. So, she's taken this. She's probably going to take the next year plus, a little over a year, as a lame duck opportunity to be very active, which does not bode well. I hate to say it, for the Republican Party. She's going to be the fly in the ointment. And I think she probably thought because of that, she had some bargaining power with the president to say, no, I'm going to do this and you need me. You're going to endorse me. You're going to help me. You're going to keep me in office because I'm in office now and you need me to accomplish things over the next year. And if you don't help me, then I'm going to be a pain in the ass. And so I think that's the direction she's taking.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always been a bit of a pain. I mean, her and Lauren Boebert had it out, whatever it was 2 years ago. And again, she's always been throw the chart up and, and all those things. She's always been mildly disruptive. People called her feisty or whatever. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder at this point. If she's on your team, she's feisty. If she's not on your team, she's disruptive. But I think she missed the mark on this one. I think that she really believes that she had or has the president in a corner and that he had no choice but to endorse her. And the reality is that he's not going to do it. He's not going to back a loser. Yeah. He never has.
No, he never has. Yeah. And again, her actual words, because I'm sure, and I don't know this, I haven't seen it yet. Her actual words, here's the irony, are good. In essence, right? Like let's stop with the toxic politics. Let's come together. Let's do the things. But she, of all people, should know that the people that she's up against, are not the people who are willing to compromise and make good. They're like, this is not like, and how can you not know this? So I think your assessment is spot on, because that's the only thing that would make sense, that she's, trying to rebrand, trying to appeal to, a different crowd now. And, hey, good luck to you, Marge. Yeah. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Marge. Yeah.
Marge.
Yeah. She's, she is rapidly going to become a sideshow in Congress, and she's going to find herself completely out of office. It's not. If she survives the 26 election, it'll be shocking. It'll be her and Fetterman passing in the hallway as the two people on the abandoned or orphaned by their own party. And really offsetting each other. So
maybe they'll join together and run as independents for something at some point. I mean, that might be their only. I mean, not that's going to give them much of a chance of anything, but at least it'll make them feel good.